guys, Rich here and welcome to my HPI Racing Sprint 2 Sport Nissan GTR unboxing and review. What is there to like about this car? Well, very recently on my trip to Las Vegas for my birthday, my wife treated me to a drive in one of these and it went a bit like this. Now, as you can imagine, after that drive, I kind of had a rather soft spot for this car. Saw this when I was down at JJ Customs and thought, gotta buy myself one of these. Now, on the HPI Racing website, it appears as discontinued, but this was new in from HPI down at JJ Customs, so not quite sure what the story is about that, but HPI has gone through quite a few changes, so is this car back in production, much like the Ken Block WR8 Flux that I reviewed the other day down there. Who knows? If it is, that's good news. What is there to like about this thing? Well, this thing runs on up to 3S. Completely ready to run. Nitro battery included with it, which is becoming rarer these days. RTR ready to run, to my mind, always included a battery. A lot of manufacturers now are stopping including the battery with their RTRs. But this HPI Racing, everything you need to get going out the box. So, in a future video, I'm going to be doing a full speed test. I'm going to run it with a stock nickel metal hydride pack, 2S LiPo and a 3S LiPo. I have a feeling with a 3S LiPo this thing's probably going up around that 50-55 plus, I would think. Anyway, we shall see. I left this on the top there because I have to give a big shout out to the folks at Horizon Hobby. This is one of the 4S packs that I use on my Losi XLE and my Losi Super Rock Ray. At just under 13 months old, but just shy of the 12 months warranty, this thing stopped working. But Horizon Hobby very graciously saw reason and sent me one of these. Now the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed I've also got my Traxxas Fortec down on the side here. I've been playing around with this thing over the past week, getting it nice and sorted out for running on the speed runs and the drag runs down at JJ Customs next Saturday night. This thing absolutely dialed in, ridiculously fast on 6S. Too much for my driveway and too much for my yard. So I saw this down at JJ Customs and thought this would be an ideal thing to keep in its fairly stock form, as I think that should be quite brisk enough on 3S. Anyway, let's see what we get for our money. 2.4 GHz radio system, completely ready to run, including nickel metal hydride battery and 4AA batteries, waterproof, 4-wheel drive, belt driven, adjustable suspension all round, and we've got bearings all round rather than bushings. Speaking of those waterproof electrics, we've got waterproof steering servo, waterproof ESC up to 3S LiPo capable, 15 turn brushed motor on this, so it's not brushless, but I should think with 3S LiPo running it on this thing, that's going to be an absolute firecracker on here. Okay, so what do we get for our money? Well, let's start off with the essentials. 4A batteries underneath to get going, steering on there, throttle, brake, reverse, and we've got steering trim, throttle trim and steering dual rate on there, little bind button on there, also a third channel on here, little button on there so you can maybe fit extra lights on the car, on off switch on the side. All in all, nice steady feel to this HPI transmitter. Okay, we'll dive now into the box. As I say, it is completely ready to run. So in here we've got our battery charger, I'm guessing. A battery charger in there with a multitude of plugs for different countries on there. 10mm connector, so I'm guessing in this box 2000 milliamp 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery with 10mm connector on there. And is it ready to run? Well, I should say so because those 4A batteries you need for the transmitter are included as well. Now, always check the box as the instruction manual is right at the bottom underneath all the packaging. Anyway guys, here's our instruction manual for HPI Racing Sprint 2 Sport. Fairly comprehensive, judging by how thick it is. On the back we've got a few Sprint 2 racing stickers, a few HPI stickers on there. More to the point, get that car on the box, Richie. So what do we think guys of the HPI Racing Sprint 2 Sport Nissan GTR? I am loving this thing. I wanted something for going out and messing around with at night, something like maybe fit lights underneath, fit lights on the front on here, which should take a wide variety of tyres, wide variety of power on here. Bear in mind this thing will run on 7.4 volt nickel metal hydride, running on up to 3S LiPo on there. Can't wait to sit on the 3S LiPo. I have to say, this thing being a HPI, being belt driven, I'm sure with two pairs of drift tires on there, this thing is going to be an absolute blast to drive. Anyway, let me get the camera off the tripod. Okay now people, Anyone not aware of the Nissan GTR, this thing can do 0 to 60 in about 2.8 seconds, 100 in about 6.9, and trust me, having driven one, it feels every bit as quick as that in reality. I was just going to buy the body shell for this car to put it on my Traxxas Fortec there, when I saw that Jason down at JJ Customs had got this one in stock, and I thought about it overnight and couldn't resist. Okay guys, I'm not sure what to expect on there. First time taking it off. Well, that's not too bad from the outset, I can tell you. Anyway, let's start at the front, work back logically. Nice foam impact bumper on here. As I say, I'm feeling this on 3S has probably got a top speed of about 55 miles an hour. I know we've got adjustable suspension. In terms of the dampers, you've just got preloaded shock spacers to put in there, but on the actual suspension itself, you've got fully adjustable turnbuckles on either side. And check out that tyre tread pattern on there. Zooming in on there. Now, having felt this rubber actually feels super sticky. Doesn't feel plasticky like some of these car tyres do when you first get them out the box. That feels quite nice and grippy indeed. Okay, moving on down. We've got our steering servo tucked away on the left here. On the right hand side we've got our ESC, which will take up to 3S according to the manual. Our waterproof receiver box tucked away on here. Battery pack sits underneath on there. Tamiya connector. Now, not a lot of my lipos, if any, have got a Tamiya connector on there at all, so I'm going to have to use an adapter on there. Coming on to the back, we've got our brushed 15 turn motor on there. As I say, belt driven from the front on down to the back there. At the back again, we've got fully adjustable turnbuckles on the suspension. The shocks again aren't threaded, but they are adjustable with the preloaded spacers on there. Overall, not too bad at all. Now, the one thing I did notice on this when I lifted it up, it is as light as a feather. I'm thinking maybe 2 pounds in weight at the most on there. Anyway, quick spin down the underside. Okay, scanning down the underside of the chassis, you will notice it's hands-free. It just stands up on its own on the back there. But you'll notice lots of holes in the back. That is in the main. So that any stones will be released out from the bottom and won't get caught up in the belt. Now, I have to say, weight-wise, without a battery in, I'm thinking that's £1.5, £2 in weight, which means this thing is going to absolutely fly along. But let me know your thoughts, boys. Now, you know me guys, I love to do my suspension tests, but I'm thinking on this touring car on there, you've maybe got like 0.8 of a centimetre of travel on there at the best. That's not what this car is about. It's not of a blasting over bumps or anything like that. It feels quite well sprung, quite nicely damped at the same time though. Just check out that front. Yeah, it feels quite well sprung, but also quite well damped, so that's not going to get kicked around too much at speed, I should think. Well guys, bit of disappointment. I've got the battery charged up. It has been pouring down with rain outside non-stop all day. It's now absolutely pitch black outside, although it has helpfully stopped raining when I can't actually film outside. Anyway, more to the point, I wasn't going to test the car in this video, but I shall be trying it in the morning as soon as I can, and video it running on the stock battery. Later on in the week, I'm going to run it, put the GPS on and run it on the stock battery, see what speed we get out of that. Then we'll run it on a 2S pack and then a 3S pack. All with the GPS on board the HPI Racing Sprint 2 Sport. Anyway, you don't want to miss any of that, then don't forget to subscribe. Any comments or questions, please do ask away. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.